That was definitely 3 points of contact. LTL. Sometimes it's fast. Sometimes it's slow. You know, one thing I noticed on YouTube is I see a lot of LTL channels. Like you see AAA Cooper, Estes, Old Dominion, Sire, FedEx. The same ones, but I really don't see too many R+L YouTube channels. So I guess I'm going to try that route out since obviously I'm with R+L. I'm a city P&D driver. Ain't gonna tell you which location, obviously. If any of you have seen any videos, you pretty much have heard the spiel about LTL, how we less than truckload. We pay a whole lot better than truckload, in my opinion. I've been with Swift. I've been with Total. I've been around the block a little bit. And I could definitely say LTL is the way to go if you want to be home daily. One thing about LTL is, as far as the P&D side, because I've never done line haul, even though I've got trained on how to connect doubles, but I'm probably never going to ever do it, is it's not so much the stops and the pickups and deliveries. It's paperwork. That is the most annoying part. Obviously, I turned this sheet over blank to cover personal information, but it's a lot of paperwork filling out once you get started in the morning. That's the most annoying part. Getting signatures, ordering paperwork, play carding, proing, things. If you're from mega carriers like Warner or Schneider, things you may not necessarily ever do, but definitely on this side you're gonna do. I've done pretty much some of everything from flatbed to dry van, reefer. I've pretty much done it all, and thus far I like LTL. So I'm gonna try to do a few questions and answers about R+L, because pretty much any other company want to see it's already out there. So question 1: what is the difference between R+L, or why? What's the point of why am I with R+L? For me, where I live, R+L is the closest company to where I live. It's also the best paying in my area. I'm not gonna disclose what I started at, but just know before I got my CDL versus where I'm at now, I'm making $10 more an hour than my last warehouse job. So my last warehouse job was one of the best paying warehouse jobs you're gonna find in this area. Question 2: what are the benefits like? They're definitely better than AAA Coopers. I can say that. As far as benefits, as far as personal days, paid vacation, raises, you pretty much get a raise for simply just tying your shoes here. I mean, R+L is one of the best paying that I've seen. It's better paying than Yellow, better paying than AAA Cooper, better paying than ABF, which honestly, I really don't see the point of union companies. Sidebar, I don't really see the point of union companies as far as, well, yeah, they got free health, but I don't plan to get sick to ever have to use that. But anyway, getting back on topic. So what is your schedule like at R+L? What is it like in the day in the life of a R+L driver? I mean, I've never worked a Saturday ever. Never been asked to. This many hours as I literally won't. Like, I'm trying to keep from putting certain information out. Unlike most LTL companies where they may require drivers to work the dock, I've never touched a forklift. I've never had to work the dock, nor do I ever. Actually, the terminal that I'm at, they just put over $40 million in expanding it. The location I'm at has over 220 dock doors, so that's obviously, you do the math, so many dock doors, a big terminal location. We have plenty of dock workers, so it's really not any room to work a dock. So unlike other companies, at R+L, my location, you would not have to work the dock as a city P&D. As far as line haul, what I've been told, it's not a specific scheduled start time. For those that are doing swaps, you more so of, call the other driver and see what time works the best for you all to meet at fill in the blank location. So it's very laid back. It's very relaxed here, unlike other companies. One thing I would say that I don't like is that even though I do city P&D, which is our pickup and delivery, you have to purchase your own pallet jack. Yeah. You actually have to purchase your own pallet jack. It's not provided. I know. However, I will say, I've only been with this company for a little over a month, and I'm already fully uniformed. Actually, during my orientation, the first day, I was switched permanent. So, what's it like during your orientation? Well, I mean, it's the typical orientation. I mean, it's obviously it's a 2 to 3 day orientation. At least this was my experience. It was they gave us 3 days. How they do it, they changed it this year, I think in January, where now it's not organized by a specific class or like Mondays and Wednesdays. Is you pretty much start whenever your drug screen comes in. And P.S. The drug screen, the way that it was done at this company, there was no hair follicle. It was only a urine test, which actually caught me. I was actually a bit surprised, but this company only did urine, so whatever that's worth. But the orientation itself was only about 3 days. Obviously, the basics. Getting your uniforms ordered as far as size, the several training videos and the quizzes and so on and so forth. They sent me out with a trainer because I finished in like the second day. They sent me out with a trainer for 1 week, and obviously it didn't really take a week, and they sent me out on my own. The next question, as far as equipment, what equipment does R+L run? Do they have manuals? Do they have automatics? If so, manuals, is it 10 speed, 13? Is it 18? Pretty much R+L as a whole is pretty much 99% automatic. There may be manuals, maybe in the older locations, but by the time this video is posted, they'll be phased out. It's going all automatic. So for those of y'all that have a E restriction on your CDL, it's not going to be a problem. But you do have to have all of your endorsements, your tankers, doubles, triples, and hazmats before you even think about filling out an application. If you don't, they're not even going to look at you. Now, I can say I've only had about maybe 2 or 3 hazmat loads my entire time being here. It's not that often, but it does happen. So you're going to have your endorsements. With that being said, the equipment, I'm actually in a Peterbilt right now. It's primarily Peterbilts and Internationals. As far as daycare, and I've seen maybe 2 Freightliners at my location and 1 Kentworth, but I believe that's more so for those with more seniority than me, obviously. I just lost my train of thought. Another thing, R+L actually does assign trucks. So even if you are city P&D or line haul, unlike most LTL companies that just is basically permanent slip seating, eventually in time you will or you can be assigned your own truck. Now obviously you'll be sharing it. Like if your city, you'll be yours assigned for the day, but the line haul night shift will also be sharing your same truck. So you'll be assigned the truck, but you'll be sharing it with night shift basically. Unlike most LTLs, it's pretty much you get here early as you can, try to find the best trucks and scavenger hunt. At R+L, you can get assigned your own truck, so that's a big plus. Yeah, it's mainly Peterbilt's Internationals. I gotta show y'all something else too. Excuse the truck. This is not my. Nope, not trying to take a picture. So excuse the truck. I'm gonna do this to cover up the customer personal information. So one thing R+L has in their trucks is we have an InCab Scanner, where basically you will scan your bill of ladings through after they're signed, and it will automatically send it to dispatch and to your the office, and it'll pop up here on this screen, which I got my hand covering the customer's personal info. But yeah, that's one thing that's really neat. We have an in-cab scanner rather than typing a million different things in on your ELD device. Another thing, we're governed at 68 on cruise and pedal. We've just ramped up our vacation policies, so after my 90 days is up, I'll have a week paid vacation. And once I hit a year, I'll get another 2 weeks of paid vacation. And from that point on, every year, it'll be a free 2 weeks paid vacation every year up until like 9 years or 10 years. Then it turns into 3 weeks of paid vacation every week. You don't hear that too often, whereas other companies, you got to be with them for a year before you get even 5 days and stuff like that. Every year, they throw you just 2 off the rip. Boom. Boom. Here's another raise. Boom. Boom. I'm telling you, a lot of people don't talk about R+L, but R+L, it's the best company I've ever been with, to be honest with you. Now, I've been, I know they're going to thrash me in the comments, but I've been with Swift. Yeah. But all in all, I'm going to cut this video right here because I don't want to make it too long. This is my first, I guess you could say, trucking video. And just a little small Q&A as well. So I'm going to cut it short here, and everybody stay safe. Keep them seatbelts on, and 3 points of contact. Not the 3 points of contact I did in the beginning of this video. Thinking of something clever in this video. Bye.